Noble-Relay Residency is a gradual on-ramp into the teaching profession. It is structured in a way to provide a lot of support for new career teachers to be able to develop teaching skill across a year so that they are ready to take on full-time teaching in their second year in the program. So it is a 2-year program. The first year, you serve as a resident teacher in your school, where you are there to support another teacher or support individual students, and slowly start taking on more teaching responsibility. In your second year, you actually move into a full-time teaching role if you have successfully completed the first year of the Relay program.
So we have 2 classes per week. One of them is based on the theory of teaching, and the other is deliberate practice, which is on Fridays. And during deliberate practice, we have an opportunity to implement the techniques that we learn during the theory classes. We are each assigned a role, whether it's to be the teacher for that time or that round, and then the rest of our colleagues are all playing roles of students, and they all have personalities and different misbehaviors, and that's so that it can simulate a real classroom and have us be able to implement those techniques while we're working with real life students.
Through that practice, it made it so much easier to transfer that to working with students because I've done it before, so I know exactly what to say and how to say it.
I think before getting into the program, I thought like, oh, teaching, you go up there, you prepare a lesson, and then you just deliver it. But I think this program has revealed to me there's so many like nuances to this craft that you have to be intentional about planning for and thinking about before you step into a classroom.
It's not just about can I give notes, give a quiz, and then grade it. Also, how can I engage students? How can I build really good classroom culture? And how can students learn from me? So it's not just about everything I do in the back end, but also what happens in the classroom and how students are learning.
So often in education, from my experience, teachers are in a position where they're really isolated in their practice and in their rooms, and really it is up to the teacher in the room to make things happen for kids. It's a huge responsibility, and it's one that I know that teachers do not take lightly. But often when new teachers get started, they haven't had the opportunity to develop the skills that they need to be successful with the support of highly qualified educators already, and which blows my mind, right? Because we think about the medical profession and we see our future doctors going through residency years where they are learning under master teachers while they are practicing at the same time. And we really believe that that type of practice can also can be and is really effective for training teachers, because it's about learning and practicing in ways that's low stakes before you actually have to do it in a way that matters.
So during the residency, we're each given a resident advisor, and this is a great opportunity for us to get feedback from someone who has a lot more experience than we do in the classroom. So it's allowed me a way to kind of mess up a couple times and kind of just get feedback on how I can improve that before I have my own classroom all by myself and am expected to, reach certain scores and make sure that my students are at a certain level. I think that's been really incredibly beneficial.
I think that just the practice, the real-time practice, you can't replicate that anywhere. Having those 30 students in front of you and not knowing what questions they're going to ask or what kind of behaviors or interactions you're going to have to respond to in the moment. And I think having 30 live students makes all the difference.
They're there to support you and guide you through their expertise, through their experience, and it's to the purpose of making you feel safe leading a classroom.
I wanted to teach in a place that I grew up in. So I am from the South Side of Chicago, and right now I'm teaching at a South Side Chicago school. So I was really passionate about giving back to my community, and here I feel like I'm doing that.
I decided to come back to Golder to teach because Golder was really what gave me the opportunity to go to college. It is what prepared me for everything in the future, and I wanted to come back and be part of providing that for other students that look just like me, came from the same community that I came from.
It's pretty special to come back and pursue a career in education and have it all done here in the high school that I attended.
And for me, that's the game changer. It's about investing young people and folks who have been doing other things with their life and decide that education is where they want to be. It's investing them in change here in Chicago, and that's really exciting.